I think this was a bit of a riding the ship, We'd been smashed at stoppage, smashed at clearance, smashed around the ground, and we turned the tables on a very good midfield. I mean, we can talk about how bad Fremantle were, like the rest of mainstream media, if you want, but let's not forget that Fremantle midfield is incredibly talented. There's a lot of very good players in that midfield, and they're a top 2, top 3 clearance stoppage team in the league. And we turned the tables on them and comprehensively. Again, I know we lost the hit-outs, but we normally do. We don't often win the hit-outs. I think we did win hit-outs to advantage, though, but we smashed them in the clearances, smashed them in the centre clearances, smashed them at stoppage as a whole. And then around the ground, just contested possessions, uncontested possessions, our pressure at the ball, at the man, our tackling, our chasing, our 1%ers, all of those things that are hallmarks of our team, of Ross Lyon teams, were there. And I think that was, I think you hit the nail on the head, Darren, in that everyone was talking about what a low-scoring game it was and what shit footy it was and hard it was to watch. It was riveting football in the first half, I thought. The way that we strangled them slowly to start with and then put the foot on the throat, late in the second quarter and then throughout the second half was, I thought, incredible. I thought it was incredibly entertaining. I thought it was riveting, and I couldn't turn away.
I guess that was more our brand in the pressure and the squeeze. And I mean, we've kicked nearly 100 points and won by 10 goals. It's not our fault. We've dominated the game. Look, there's a tendency in the media to put 2 and 2 together and come up with 6, which they do all the time. But they look at it and go, "Oh, this game looks scrappy. St Kilda's playing in it. It's Ross Lyon's fault." And that's all they can compute without digging any deeper than that.
We forced them to play the way they did. We forced them to kick the ball into bad positions. We forced them to retreat when there was absolutely nothing to go to. It was a bit of a talking point before the game. We're saying, "Oh yeah, Ross will probably find a way to scrap it out, kick 7 goals and keep Freo to 6. Well, we're like, okay, yep, that's probably the chance of what will happen.
Half right.
We were half right, exactly. We found our offensive side after just pinning them down. We turned that defensive pressure and wore them out and just ran back over the top of them. And I think the pressure stats and that sort of thing that come up all the time, I think it was some of the highest numbers they've seen. It was a Ross masterclass. He has just sent them out there with a planning tack and they've absolutely dominated it.